in my infinite mercy, I allow you to say some respectful words.
Very good.
I don't know what's with me today. Am I in such a good mood, you know?
Yeah, well, we'll change that.
Okay. Oh, you see, that's why I love her. You see, yes.
So welcome everyone on the eve of Nietzsche's birthday and the eternal
Seriously?
return.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's the day.
I mean-
So let us
My
thank...
dates are other. I like the 3rd or 5th of April. You know what happens then? Stalin's death and so on. Huh?
Yeah, 15th of October, Nietzsche's birthday. So many introductions inadvertently establish firewalls, but I, on the contrary, intend to open essential dossiers and inescapable trajectories.
Is this your Nietzsche? Quote from Nietzsche or you?
No, I'm honored that you can't tell.
Oh, yeah.
It's me.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
Avital Friedrich Ronell.
I know what you are. You are the new reincarnated version of, I'm sorry to do this, but you know, I love that pseudo-feminist bullshit where they say behind every creative man there is really a woman whom he appropriates. Like, you know, like usually they are, you know, like James Joyce has stolen all free association stuff from Nora's notebooks and so on. But I always challenge them, you know. Go to the end, rehabilitate Elisabeth Förster Nietzsche, you know, who was, we know what, you know. Didn't he give Nietzsche's walking stick to a certain democratically elected politician? Sorry, I talk too much, I promise.
No, you're great. I just want, does everyone know who Elisabeth Förster Nietzsche is?
Yeah.
You know, she's
Well, the only good thing is that she was played in a movie by Dominique Sanda, the actress. When she was young, she was beautiful. Sorry for this sexist note. And in another movie, don't underestimate it. It's called The Train. You can download it for free. 3 hours. You know which train? From Zurich to Petersburg. It's that journey. She plays Inessa Armand. And and you know who plays Lenin? Ben Kingsley. Much better than Gandhi. You know, much better. No. I'm not kidding. It's a nicely done movie. You can download it for free. Now, believe me or not, I will infinitely surprise you and shut up. You.
Let's see how long that promissory note lasts. But Elisabeth Förster Nietzsche was Nietzsche's pernicious fascist sister. Really pernicious. And his DJ, she created his so-called oeuvre. And so it's not a compliment.
And sorry, I broke my.
I know it. I know it.
I was in Nietzsche's house in Weimar. Maybe you were also.
Yes.
And no, this is really disgusting from her. You know, when in the last years of Nietzsche, when he was practically immobile, mad, she pulled like a kind of with Elephant Man horror show. You know, guests they were shown Nietzsche there. She was disgusting. I mean.
No,
She
and
literally used him to...
she propped him up in Goethe's library, and the image that we have of him with the big mustache in a stupor is his sister's photoshopping.
I didn't know this, really.
Yeah. No, you don't do Nietzsche mostly, do you?
Sorry?
You don't do much Nietzsche.
No, you know what's the problem?
Yeah,
there
I
are
do.
authors whom I know they are great key philosophers, but...
Yeah.
And I don't mean it, I'm sorry, this will be absolutely, it's not meant to be sexualized in a dirty way, but I'm ashamed. I cannot penetrate them. You know, I cannot really. I know that I missed something there, a great thing, but I cannot.
Did you try?
Sorry?
Did you try?
With Viagra, with everything, and it didn't work.
Okay. All right, so we haven't penetrated Nietzsche, but happy birthday anyway.
Now, you want me to sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Friedrich, or what?
Okay, that's an idea. So it gives me pleasure, maybe a dose of sadistic pleasure, to display my slave, Slavoj, my pup, my drug of choice in terms of emetics, who has, as you will see and already know, his way of doing and undoing things, his own rebranding of destructive jouissance. and driving us beyond any pleasure principle. In Zachamasoch's Venus in Furs, this is the name that headlines and donates the concept and behaviors of masochism to our culture. Zachamasoch urges that it is up to the Slavs, once a jewel of the Austrian Empire, to revolutionize the world. And the lead sentence goes, "One more round, Slavs," uttered by a newly emergent, ruthlessly on point, and intellectually brutal Tsarina. This is not an allegory. Well, Slavoj and I go back a long way and confound the more delicate and sensitive souls around us who cannot understand why, against all odds and oddballs, we are built to last.
No, if you are religious, I admit it. When God created the world, we were meant to be in contact.
Right.
It's just a simple
It's
fact
so.
of theology. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're locked in an embrace of friendship. We are like pigs in shit.
You are a pig.
You are a
Okay,
piglet.
okay, that's a democratic debate. We can-
Okay. Part of the Nietzschean project of a frolicking Wissenschaft, joyfully disturbing all sorts of protocols of serene and sanctioned collegiality. Slavoj, for his part, can be obscene, and I, in other ways, do not appease. But we hardly match the obscenity of our time,
That's unfortunately true.
right? Compared to them, we're just innocents and hardly capable of indecency. So, again, he's a joy. We're like pigs in
Don't push it too
shit.
far.
Life affirming. Still, it remains a theological mystery that I routinely lower myself to his level, even if only to command some of his more compelling and indeed compelled moves. He remains live feed for my sadistic impulses, normally, alas, redirected toward myself. I dare say that the intensities of our singular experience of abjection have found a refuge in each other, and thus the German department, with a paradoxical pump of pride, seriously presents our Zizek on a yearly basis like an annual shot of immunity and guarantor of strength. He bears the dignified title of Global Distinguished Professor.
I never got this. If you are global, distinguished is narrow. Global is everywhere. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, it's like